Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Live Lunch Break. My name is Rick Coster, and speaking to you on behalf of theday.com from whence we stream. As always, we're in the Telegraph record shop in New London, and today's special to me because, as I wrote in today's edition of the Night and Day Entertainment Guide, I have very few regrets about our years at Live Lunch Break, but the first time Jim Lampos was on the program, I was out of town and I didn't get to be here, and I was really looking forward to it because I think he's a tremendous, tremendous songwriter, and it's a privilege to have him here. And since you were here, Jim, you've released 2 more albums, and I think the Grand Illumination was in 2013.
Correct, yeah.
And then the brand new one is Entangled States, and I sort of can't stop listening to it, so that's a good thing. It's a real good thing, and it's very... I'm not going to say too much because I'm going to let you do your work here, but it's very haunting, melodic, wistful, a lot of it to me. Maybe I'm just seeing it through the distorted lens of my old age and creepiness. But
hey, man, that's why I wrote it. Yeah.
In any case, we're so glad to have you, and it's nice for me to get to talk to you in person this time.
Thank you.
So you guys say hi to Jim Lampos.
Thanks, Rick. I appreciate that. Watch you in the stolen midnight, and in the crazy light of noon, on the back alleys and in the walk-ups, on the boulevards and in the drawing room. Or did I stay on the ghost of a chance and I slipped into the luminous trance of your mystic belief? Well, I've been looking for grace in the most unlikely place. You say this is one of her haunts. Well, who am I to judge? Did I stay on the ghost of a chance when I slipped into the luminous trance of your mystic blue? I am mystic blue. I want to see you in the dusty bookshops of Cambridge. I want to be with you beneath the Wonderland moon. Sleep under the starry heaven and wake up next to you in a mystic blue. This old town and the wee small earth is so trashy and quiet. Looking for a place we can be ourselves, but you know, the cops ain't gonna buy it. Did I stay on the ghost of a chance when I slipped into the luminous trance of your mystic blue? Did I stay on the ghost of a chance when I slipped into the luminous trance of your mystic blue? I am mystic blue. Thank you. Won't you meet me at the Whispering Wall? We'll exchange our thoughts and cross the vault and take a train to someplace totally random. Up the river to Land's End, I'll go with you, my beautiful friend, and I hope this day will last forever. Well, it's the dead of winter, but I feel the spring beneath the feet. The turning of the wheel, bringing you to me, closer to me. None of this really makes sense, but I trust in you and live in present tense. Suspend my disbelief in the presence of your beauty. Break the chains that bind us to the darkness of the life we knew for a moment. We transcend orders and our duty. Well, it's the dead of winter, but I feel the spring beneath the feet. Turning of the wheel, bringing you to me, closer to me. Statues of justice, statues of truth, just another place for a pigeon to roost. Memory lane, it's just a dead end, my friend. Won't you meet me at the whispering wall? We'll exchange our thoughts across the vault, the city. It's grown up all around us. We'll take the train to the end of the line, where I am yours and you are mine, and the beauty of the day is all that will surround us. It's the dead of winter, but I feel the spring beneath the feet. The turning of the wheel, bringing you to me, closer to me. Thank you. This is a song about perpetual war, it's called. Things were left behind. It was the song of the silent death in the old mill town. The Bloody Mary came and claimed all the girls. Well, I still haunt those boarded up theaters and abandoned halls. Poke my head through broken windows, looking for you. Thought I found a clue that I admit I was a little drunk. But why were we in such a hurry to pack our lives away in that trunk? Soon we took off. Yeah, those are different times. Still I can't help but miss the things we left behind. Socialism and theosophy, the famed reciter in the lyric hall. I saw the illuminated feature in you, and I thought we would have it all. Free love and suffrage, light and air pouring through the cracks. We stole fire from the gods that night. I swore we'd never give it back. Well, that's how it all began, but ended with bodies shoveled in a ditch. You went west, you went off the rails. I was left wondering who threw the switch. Well, I know things changed. When the war came, we drew the line. Still I can't help but miss things we left behind. Now the oaks are cloaked in crimson, the maples in glowing gold. That last rose hangs on through November. It doesn't want to let summer go. By the hand of St. Edmund, along the seawall, the Stations of the Cross, he brought me a love in the sacred grove. It transformed my heart and soul. For a moment you walked on air, impulsively you shed your cloak without a care. They danced along the shore that night as the full moon rose. Well, everything changes, but I'm always yours, as you are mine. Still I can't help but miss the things we left behind. Yeah, everything changes. When the war came, we drew the line. Still I can't help but miss the things we left behind. Thank you. Across the bay and across the sound, another day, another round, my love. Long Indian trails under interstates, from the oyster ponds to the slave graveyard we found. At the black-headed book of gilded pages bound, 10 days that shook the world, our hearts in flame. On a downtown Saturday, ah, my lady, we ride. On a downtown Saturday, ah, my baby, don't we fly. And the world is right whenever you're with me. Well, everything light and free. Eavesdropping in the coffee shops, everyone talking about what they got, they're so proud. We pass by without a glance, hand in hand, day tripping on the sacred ground. Now flipping a coin, we can go east or west. We can't make heads or tails of ISIS unveiled. On a downtown Saturday, ah, my lady, we ride. On a downtown Saturday, ah, my baby, don't we fly. Just like songbirds in the air and golden light through the leaves, slipping in and out of time between the sand and the sea. Across the bay and across the sound, another day, another round, my love. Long Indian trails under interstates, from the oyster ponds to the slave graveyard we found. I carved my canoe from a tulip tree. Well, everything is so light and free. On a downtown Saturday, ah, my lady, we ride. On a downtown Saturday, ah, my baby, don't we fly. On a downtown Saturday, on a downtown Saturday. Thank you.
Wonderful. Our guest today is Jim Lampos on Live Lunch Break. I'm Rick Coster for theday.com. Those are fun.
Thank you.
I don't know if fun's actually the right word. Some of them are kind of haunting.
Well, I have fun in haunting situations,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun for me.
The new album is called The Entangled States, and if you've been lucky enough to hear it, and you played a couple of tunes from that, to watch you play, your chord voicings, your finger picking, a lot of open strings. This is beautiful stuff. But on the new record, there's a strong emphasis on piano.
Right.
And it's neat to hear how the songs translate here live, the way you wrote them. But why would you have chosen to present them in the fashion? And a lot of the tunes are basically, I don't know if it's a lot, but some of them are just Jim back with one of your old friends, Joel, playing piano.
Yeah.
What made you want to present them in that fashion?
When I was writing these songs, when I was thinking about them, I really heard other instruments. And my first few records had full bands, and the last few didn't. And I really thought I needed somebody. So the first person I thought of was Joel Diamond in New York, who's an old friend of mine. He's just an amazing keyboard player, piano player. And so he agreed to come up, and we did it at the power station. And we sat down in the studio, so I was running through the songs, he was playing along, sounded good. And he just did something, and I was like, wow. So I just walked over to the piano, and I'd just seen Tony Bennett play, So I kind of had that in my mind, so I just kind of walked up to the belly of the piano and said, just play that, And I did a vocal to it. And I said, what's the way we're going to cut it? He was like, you can't do that, you can't take out your guitar. I was like, sure you can, And the session kind of took off from there. It became something totally different than what I came in with, but so much better than what I came in with, I think.
Well, I mean, it is remarkable what he did. It's very, a lot of piano arpeggios and stuff. It's very beautiful. I wouldn't say it's better. This sounds tremendous too, but I think it's real courageous and cool that you would present the record that way. But now we know that you can do the material and it works just as well with the guitar.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought it was a really fun idea and neat that you would do it. When you write, first of all, maybe it's just me picking up things that resonate with me, but I hear on the tunes that are more personal or relationship oriented, a lot of allusion to sort of carnival or fair imagery, a lot of season imagery. That, for some reason, the older I get, makes me think nostalgia, maybe bittersweet. Is any of that going on, or am I just...
Oh, all of that's going on, definitely. Yeah, there's always a lot of carnival in everything I do. I mean, I kind of live in a carnival-y area. And it's
carnival-y?
Yeah, it's a beach town. It's a beach town they forgot to shut down, this place that I live in. And so you kind of, you just step out the door, it's like it's kind of in your face, And, the season just spins so quickly, and it is kind of like a carousel, It's always there, but you're always kind of,
Yeah, I think when we moved up from Texas all those years ago, we didn't realize how remarkable it could be to have a season cycle, and I enjoy the hell out of all four of them. So, let me ask you this: like you did a song about the things that we left behind. That's about war. Very profound and some very striking images in that. What determines when you sit down with a guitar? Does a chord progression suggest to you, or maybe a melody line, that I'm going to take this beyond just a relationship song? Or do you think, wow, I just read something in the paper today, I'm going to write something that fits that? How does that process work?
It's usually not topical. I mean, sometimes it could come from a paper, sometimes a conversation you hear on the street. Usually it's almost like you feel a wave building up, or there's even like a structure. And something will just precipitate it. I don't really go into writing with the idea I'm going to come out with something specific. I just kind of let it happen. But as I work on the song, I always want to bring a couple other elements in. Very few songs are about just one thing. I try to make it a little dimensional. So there's usually 2 or 3 things going on in a song that I try to connect together. And that's the only thing that I kind of try to put myself into when I do it. Otherwise, I just kind of let the song flow. And it happens, sometimes it's a line, sometimes a chord, sometimes just sitting around and there's a melody. It can come any which way.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it is.
We're speaking with Jim Lampos here on Live Lunch Break. It's a privilege to have him here. If you haven't heard the new album, get it, okay? Did you bring any with you?
I did.
All right, so everyone in here, get your checkbook out. Did they still make checks? I have another question, though. Again, me getting old. You use a lot of staccato major chord punctuations that give an indelible visual and audio. When we were younger, it seemed to me like songs were all major chordy, were full of life.
Right.
The older we get, and I'm including you in this, you tell me if I'm wrong, there's a lot more minor chord, pretty kind of sadness. And I think that there's a beauty in that. It's not sad like I'm depressed sad. There's a maturity sort of.
Right.
Is that true? Do you find a sort of therapy in the minor chord pretty stuff? Or?
Yeah, it's always been part of me. I've always loved it. John Fahey's one of my favorite guitarists, or Jimmy Page, where or someone like Miles Davis, where they do this very modal thing. I've always been interested in that major-minor thing where, you just hit one note, it shades it one way, you hit another note, it shades it another. So I like to play that way in sort of modal fashion. But yeah, the older I get, I guess I allow myself to do a lot more of the minor stuff, because you're supposed to write in major chords because that's what pop songs are. But now it's like, yeah, whatever, just write whatever comes.
Well, you just threw out Miles Davis and John Fahey. You can't. They like minor chords. So.
Yeah.
When are you always play Sailfest, so we know that's coming up.
Thank you, Sherry.
And where else can we see you in the near future?
All right, Sailfest is on July 10th. I'm playing the Shoreline Acoustic Music Festival. That's part of SAMS. And this will be Sunday the 10th at 4 o'clock. And then on July 30th, a Saturday, between 1 and 3, I'm playing Old Lime Midsummer Festival.
Perfect.
Down on Lime Street. And got something else coming up after that. Well, I have a Central Park Band Show coming up in September 18th. It's the Vigil for Peace that I do every year.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
The autumn will be coming on.
It is, yeah. Central Park's beautiful.
Before I let you get back to the music, which everybody would probably appreciate, although I have tried to ask some intelligent questions, and occasionally one does pop out at me, let me say this. We are also in the presence of an author here because in conjunction with Michaela Pearson, you wrote a book called The Remarkable Women of Old Lyme. Mm-hmm. How did that happen? What inspired it? Where can people find that?
Well, living in that beach town they forgot to shut down, there was a book before that called Rum Runners, Governors, Beachcombers, and Socialists. And the reason we wrote that is kind of looking around going, it's a question everyone asks when they go down there, what's going on here? So try to figure that out. So start all the way back with the geology and through Native American history, through the socialists who founded the beach, and kind of try to come up with a few suggestions as to why it is the way it is. And then we're doing a talk at the museum, I think, and the History Press was there. They had some of their authors there. They saw us. They're like, hey, why don't you write for us? So we have another one coming out at the end of the year about the American Revolution.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
I like it. Will you do us the honor of playing a few more tunes?
I would love to.
Thank you guys for being here on Live Lunch Break. This is Jim Lampos.
So this is sort of based on a Tampa Red song, speaking of old-time musicians. There used to be a record store called Harry's Music over here on Bank Street, met a long, long time ago. And Harry and Sally Birnbaum ran it, and they always talked about the blues, and they kind of turned me on to Tampa Red. Working in the hot sun, making hay. Around the midnight, I'm coming out to play. You know I love that thing. Love that thing. Got what I want there. I love that thing. It's hard in the morning, it's hard at noon. And hard when I'm alone and I'm thinking of you. Baby, I love that thing. love that thing. I got what I want, baby. I love that thing. Climbing up your stairs around about midnight, and I'm slipping out the back before the morning light. Drunks in the street all scream and shout. Well, I don't care what it's all about, 'cause I love that thing. One look at me, baby, set me on fire. Stripped and sparkling like a real live wire. Know I love that thing. Know I love that thing. I got what I want, baby. I love that thing. Well, you're the one for me, baby. Rocking around the world, I know I love you. You're my real gone girl. I love that thing. Love that thing. You got what I want, baby. I love that thing. The boys in the street all call your name. I'm gonna teach them how to sing Love in Vain. Round midnight I'm sliding up your stairs with my pocket square and my boutonniere. I love that thing. Well, the nights of trade is black and playing fortune with the cats and turning up some pretty odd numbers. Trade my hand on spinning wheel, chance for live and gold with red all summer. Got a call from me last night, baby, I smelt your scent a mile away. You came roaming around my door, honey, looking just like a stray. And I went down to the well, baby, down to the well. I went down to the well, honey, down to the well. Got a good stinking drunk and I woke up in the flood out along those riverbank rails. Down to the well. Well, I see you coming around chatting up those old con men. I'm trying to figure out the shuffle, babe, I don't know how you deal with them. Well, I ain't playing rough, I don't have time to bluff, but baby, caught that daily double. I'm picking up your signal on a sizzling transistor, and I know your name means trouble. Take it down to the well, baby, down to the well. Going down to the well, honey, down to the well. Got a good stinking drunk, and I woke up in the flood out along those riverbank rails. Down to the well. I'd take me down, honey, to take me down to some good clean water. Take it down to the well. Lightning strike metal and I need fire. You know I heard that you were brothers, but enemies or friends, it's the same in the end. You gotta think about that lover. For the ace of spade, you know she saved me from the grave. She picked me up and now it's going under. And if the jack of club don't step us up, the queen of heart will be a rum runner. She'll take it down to the well, baby, down to the well. Going down to the well, honey, down to the well. Get a good stinking drunk and I wake up in the flood out along those riverbank rails. Down to the well, baby, let's take it down. Thank you. Every year of my life, I attach a face, draping my events around her shoulders. There's an unnecessary man in a red vest, sitting at the counter, waiting to be served, slowly getting older. You can tell that whole story dear friend Pierre, when it's all over. Heavy musk hangs in the air over the salt marsh at dusk. The tide is getting lower. A red fox runs along the road with a bubblehead duck clamped in its jaw. We draw a little closer. You never know the sweetness of the rose till the petals fall to the ground and the summer is over. Willing sacrifice to love, I will die at your hand if that is your command. Or so I told her. Cross the bridge into the summer lands where we dwell in eternity. The sharpened wind turned colder, and her fingers draped across my throat slowly withdrew. Our loneliness grew wings and flew, and I knew I could no longer hold her. So you can tell the whole story to your friend Pierre when it's all over. Flower moon stays up fretting all night and finally slips below the horizon with heavy eyes. And the skies all turn blood orange. The daffodils and forsythia slash the winter skin, and a warm gush flows. No one is sorry. And the morning light on a crust of snow glows blood orange. Today we awoke in the city of dream, and we walked down every street. Each one was opening like the pages of a book, a story written between me and you. Well, I'm still there, but the wear and tear of life has punched a hole in my mind, and the water rushes in. Speeches always begin with I'm sorry. Not who we are, we're just shadows in light. Our souls transcend. It's time and place as we play out the days. The solar flares in tidal waves. There's a song in the leaves of the trees, and the sigh of the breezes at dusk. When you look at me, and I know who you are, and your lips are sweet as blood orange.
Thank you very much, Jim Lampos. Such tremendous stuff.
Thanks very much.
The album is called The Embattled States. Entangled States. God, I'm a moron. Get it? What's the website?
Lampos.com, Lampos.com.
You will not regret it. It's one of my favorite records this year so far. And thanks to Rich for having us here in the Telegraph Record Shop. Pete Wappy there for getting it right in the house. Come see Jim again soon. Next week we will have the Foresters. You guys get out and enjoy this beautiful day. And thanks for helping out on Live Lunch Break.